Astros fans are freaking out, and they need to calm down. It has to do with Bob Nightingale's report that we discussed yesterday. A high-ranking Astros executive said their intention is to keep Jose Altuve for the duration of his career. They are highly skeptical, though, that they can also retain Alex Bregman. Bregman set to hit free agency right before he turns 31, which lines him up for a solid payday in the range of $150 to $175 million, something the Houston Astros haven't done. Then factor in that Dana Brown's already said he wants to start cycling some of the younger players into the mix during 2024. I don't know who that would be at third base. David Hensley didn't exactly inspire confidence this past year. Are you going to be moving, Gray Kessinger over the third or something like that? Like, you don't really have any options to replace Bregman or sub Bregman in for Bregman, who plays usually the most of any Houston Astro. He's usually the only guy playing about 150 plus games over the last couple of years. But here's the other thing that Astros fans, like, you need to put the internet down and walk away. Just walk away. I don't know where this even came from because I was looking for a report about it, but there's a bunch of Astros fans who are convinced that Bregman is moving to Arizona. Is he? I don't know. I really don't know. He's from New Mexico. People are like, well, it's the same thing. Again, you're on the internet enough. You should probably know basic geography. But people are acting like this story that hasn't been confirmed about Alex Bregman moving to Arizona is confirmation that he's getting ready to leave. And I'm just saying, you've had too much internet. Sit down and walk away. I know, it's hard. The internet, as an Astros fan, is hard now that Dusty Baker has stepped down. You don't have anything to bitch and moan about. If you can't bully Dusty Baker, what are you going to do? Old black man bad. Like, that's essentially what a lot of you guys were doing on there. Sort of like Trump derangement syndrome. It was. Orange man bad. Old manager bad. Marine manager bad. Like, that was some of you. It was. And now you've got nothing to do. And now you're freaking out about Alex Bregman maybe moving to Arizona, which has not been confirmed by anyone reputable. Anyone.
It is a crazy thing to be been out of shape about. I mean, maybe he just wants to live in Arizona. He's made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Arizona ain't bad. Now, he is married and has a kid. So it's not like he's going to Scottsdale for Scottsdale fun to find Mexican Weather Channel prospects. He's not doing that.
Not scouting?
He's not scouting. But, Phoenix and the surrounding area is nice. That's literally all there is in Arizona.
Maybe he likes to golf a lot.
That could be it.
It could just be as simple as that. He just wants to golf all the time.
What would you rather experience, the heat of Phoenix or the heat of Houston? Because it's, you know what they say?
He only has to live there in the winter.
Good point.
Right now is the only time he's going to live there.
Good point.
The off season, because he's going to go to Florida for spring training in 93 days?
Yeah.
Wow. Shout out to the Astros countdown for having that on top of mind.
You know, man.
He's going to be there for 3 months a year.
He might get this, Sean, as a baseball player. He might be able to afford two houses.
No.
He might be able to afford two houses. I'm just bringing that up for all those people who are freaking out that Alex Bregman is supposedly moving to Arizona, even though they have actually no evidence suggesting that is indeed happening, except for like Michael Schwab and Robert Land tweeting about it. Like, that's nothing against those two. They're tweeting about it. And I'm like, I want to know where this originally came from. Does someone know, like a real estate person?
Yeah. Are there moving trucks outside of Bregman's house here? I don't even know where he lives here.
How did people figure out that coaches were potentially looking for other gigs? Because remember a couple of years ago, Nick Saban was in Austin, or his wife was in Austin.
Oh, looking at houses.
Yeah, they were looking at houses. But Austin's nice. It's the hill country.
Yeah, exactly.
The hill country, and there's a lake.
One time, Urban Meyer did a Fox Sports hit from a hotel room, and people looked at the room that he was in and matched it to an Austin area hotel.
Yeah. Remember when he did big noon kickoff while sunburnt from the bottom of a boat, and people were doing the same thing. They were trying to chart where he was. Was he offshore, like thinking about like his next NFL head coaching venture?
Remember he got mad at the guy off screen?
Yeah, he got mad at him because he's the worst.
Urban Meyer's no. Urban
But he's
Meyer's,
a Florida Gator hero.
Urban Meyer's the best when he's on TV. He's the best on TV.
Is he a good analyst?
I don't know, but he's funny. The entire time.
Unintentionally or intentionally?
So he's pretty good at actually analyzing the game. But the entire time when he goes like, and building a football culture is about integrity. And you're like, it's Urban Meyer saying that? So that's hilarious.
Integrity. So there you go, guys. I will say this about a post-Alex Bregman world. Eventually, the Astros are not going to be able to replace all of the guys who have walked out the door. They have been very fortunate with it to this point. But did we not get our first taste of the Astros not coming out roses on the other side in a way that they have for this entire run? And they deserve credit for building up the system that they did with Jeff Luna in particular overall this time, so that when you lose George Springer, it's not the end of the world. When you lose Garrett Cole, it's not the end of the world. But 2 years removed from Carlos Correa, with the way Carlos Correa looked in this past postseason against the Astros, and with Jeremy Pena coming off of this season, is there a part of you that wonders, oh man, what if we still had Carlos Correa? There's a part of me that wonders that. And I love Jeremy Pena. We sang songs about Jeremy Pena. I also love Carlos Correa. All I'm saying is, right now, you don't know that you successfully moved on there. You just know that Pena's a great defender. What's after Bregman? What do you have after Bregman? So you might be in a spot if you're Dana Brown where you have to pay Bregman. And I don't know if there's a way that you can do a shorter average annual value deal, but they're not going to be able to replace everybody forever. And while Bregman had some slow moments over the course of this past season, he was nails for you in the playoffs. And that is a guy that's going to be very, very difficult to replace. Very, very difficult. I'm not saying pay the guy because I don't know what the Astros budget situation is. I just think if they want to continue to compete for the next couple of years, they might have to bite the bullet with Bregman, a guy that going into this year, yeah, we were talking about letting walk, but now I have a little less faith in the ability of the Astros to just replace that guy. I don't think they're going to do it in free agency, and I doubt that there's somebody in the minor league system that's ready, chomping at the bit to get in there and play third base.
Besides Greg Kessinger.
Yeah, exactly.
It will be disappointing if they don't bring back either Tucker or Bregman. I feel like that's Altuve, as far as the guys that are coming up either this year or next, seems like the one that's like, yeah, they're gonna re-sign him. Like, you just have to. It's gonna happen. Like, I don't think Altuve is gonna go to the mat trying to get as much as he can. And then end up going somewhere else. I do feel like that's possible with those other two guys. And if you let them both walk, that would be really disappointing, and your team's way worse.
Way worse. That is true. A texter asks this question. It's very vague. It's sort of where I'm at when it comes to my understanding of the Astros farm system. Don't we have a good shortstop/outfield prospect? Clarifying by saying a Latino player. Thank you for narrowing it down. Sure. I don't know. No one knows. That's why I didn't mind about the Astros trade for Justin Verlander. Like Ryan Clifford. All right, he might be great someday. He might be the next Yordan Alvarez. He might not. Probably won't be. If I had to pick between those two options. But you know what I know will be a grand old time? Saturday. It's the final home game of the regular season for our beloved Cougs. We're going to be saluting our seniors before they do battle against the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Thrilling plays, unforgettable moments, a celebration of Cougs. Don't miss out on the excitement. Tickets start at $15. Go to uhcougars.com/tickets. Or call 713-GO-COUGS now to get your tickets. Or you could call it to 713-780-3776. Caller 3. You're going to the game. And you get to bring a friend as well. before those calls happen, Sean,
I put in the prospect rankings looking for a
I gotta say,
third baseman or a shortstop.
I don't see no Latinos.
Yeah, Zach Dezinzo.
Sounds like an Italian.
Yes, he's the top-rated third baseman that I can see.
Okay. If you look at their prospects, it's like they have all of Team Italy from the World Baseball Classic. Spencer Arrighetti. He's the third-ranked prospect. Expected to make his debut this coming season. 93 days away. Joey Loperfido. He's an outfielder, second baseman, and a first baseman. How about that? But yeah, I don't see no Latinos on this list of the Astros top prospects at MLB.com/prospects/Astros.